Okay, so Financial Post is saying that the mortgage growth in Canada is declining and it's only growing as single digit compared to last year when it was growing in double digit. It was pretty much expected because of the aggressive rate hikes from Bank of Canada. But the point here is the banks have this biggest portfolio of the mortgages and they are slowing down, which means they will have to take a hit in terms of the growth and they will have to contract their balance sheet. At the same time, they're also allocating billions of dollars to handle any potential defaults on those loans because anything could happen if the situation goes worst. At the same time, from BNN and Bloomberg, I saw another article where they're saying that the housing market is very resilient. It is not showing any impact as a result of the aggressive rate hikes. So as an average Joe, what do you make out of this when you see these two conflicting financial media statements? Let me know what you think in the comment section and I'll tell you what's happening in the market behind the scenes so you have enough knowledge to make any educated decisions. So what's happening here is that this was pretty much expected that the aggressive rate hikes is going to kill the demand, and it really did in 2022 when the market was off the chart in 2022 February when everything was going bananas. When the rate hikes came in by Bank of Canada, it immediately killed the demand and the pricing were sharply declining from February all the way somewhere around July and August timeframe, and since then it's kind of stayed at the same level or moving sideways until like in the February this year, in the beginning of the spring market, when it actually picked up some steam, and there is a reason behind it. So the way the financial media report the housing is basically they compare year over year price difference, which is a very misleading KPI because it doesn't tell you the exact picture what's happening in the market. Because in 2022 they were comparing the house price from 2021 at the same time, right? So of course this will give you a big growth, 30% growth in the pricing compared to last year. But that growth on year over year looked very positive throughout 2022, even though the pricing came down from the peak in the February timeframe. So it doesn't really tell you the exact picture because this base year effect can skew your interpretation in terms of how you want to see the housing market from price appreciation perspective. So what's happening here is literally there is no demand. So the type of buyers who are buying the property right now are the ones who need the property immediately. Like somebody's their family is growing, they need bigger space, or their retirees, kids moved out, they wanted to scale down, or divorce situation, they wanted to split the property. So there are people who are really in need of buying the property are the type of the buyers in the market right now. So there are no more like investors or mom and pop second home buyers in the market. There could be, but the percentage is much lower. So that demand is very minimal. Okay, those type of buyers were sitting on the sideline last year hoping that the market will further dip before they jump in the market. And in February, when Bank of Canada decided to pause the interest rate, they immediately jumped in the market and actually sweep the available inventory. So there was a small blip of buyers came into the market. That doesn't mean that it will continue throughout this year because that blip seems to be subsiding right now. So we are not seeing any more multiple offers. We are seeing properties are taking more time to be sold. Some listings are being canceled. So that small blip was pretty much short term, and now it's kind of moving back to its normal activity level. And at the same time, we see that spring market always comes with some activity. By the time we reach into the summer and goes into the fall, the market kind of slow down anyway. That's a normal cycle. So that's really what's happening. So these financial medias kind of give us very conflicting statements, and an average person cannot really make its mind up because the type of conclusion you can draw from these statements could be misleading for you, and you could make a bad decision about buying or selling of your property. So when you want to know what's happening, you have to tune into this channel to understand what's happening in the ground, because I'm also a licensed realtor, so I'm also talking with the clients. I'm always in the market. I also understand and read about what's happening in the economy and the banking system as well. So let me know what you think. Hope this is helpful and give you some sort of knowledge. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.